Hey, welcome back. I have a collection update video for you today. Oh man, this takes a lot of work to do. One of the toughest parts is making sure I have all these boxes labeled and stuff so I can make sure the pens go back into the correct box, laying things out correctly. These don't have boxes, so I have to make sure I have these pens matched to the right cases and stuff. It's a lot of work, but it is really fun. And yeah, excited to walk you through the collection and the latest update that we have here. So starting from the top, it's mostly Smooth Precision pens. It's not mostly, it is all Smooth Precision pens. We're starting with the V1 model here. So this is the Smooth Precision Pens Bolt V1. V2 starts here. So we have V1, V1, V2, V2 Mini, V2 Mini, V2 Mini, the V3. Then we get into the Tie Scribe Go. This is more of the modern mold, although you can see as it gets to V2.2, it really changes back to being actually a little more like these. I do have quite a few bodies coming in for these, so although I don't have, let's see, that is 1, 2, 3, although I only have 3, that's surprising. I'll let a couple pretty nice ones go. I do have quite a few bodies coming in, so you'll be seeing more in my collection, and then I'm planning on making those available to the community, which is super exciting. So I got a bunch of parts coming in from new old stock Smooth Precision pens. You'll see more on that as it comes in. From here we have V2.2, so from the American flag over to here, it's, oh, except for these 2, 3 pencils are also Tie Scribe Go versions of the pencil. That one right there is a V2.2. But basically from here to here, you got V2.2. So you've got the American flag, which I think is just a super fun version. Obviously, I really like, if you've seen my other videos, this Umbrella Corp Resident Evil themed Tie Scribe Go as well. Recognizable by the plungers, of course, on the top. Then you've got two in my favorite pattern, the Jigsaw here. I just think that's a super cool pattern. Then we've got the Dragon, sorry, I was gonna say Dragon Scale, but I think it called it the Dragon 2.2. One's in the Stonewash. These are the same here. This one also has a Zerkatite clip, by the way. One in the Stonewash, one in a full polished version of that. So that's done by Metamorphosis. He does amazing work. And then I've got actually a couple interesting ones here. So a full-size Zerk. Let's see, what do we have? A mini Zerk, a full-size Zerk, a full-size Zerk in the Dragon. Both these two Dragons, the polished and the polished Zerk here, have Dragon scale clips on them. Let me pull one of them out so you can see what that looks like really quickly. So you can see that has that Dragon scale matched clip on it. Pretty cool. And then you actually have one that I put together with an extra body. So you can see a titanium internal there. I got a lefty, swapped it into this righty Zerk body. It also has a titanium top on it. So this one's my user Zerk. These are my kind of collectors. And then we've got another full size, but in a full polished, and then a mini full polished. I call these the 5-ring. I don't know what the official term is, but the grip or the 5-ring. Polish, mini, Stonewash, and then no grip, smooth. That's like a custom order, I think. And then another 5-ring in brass. I don't have a 2.2 in copper, I noticed, so that's kind of interesting. And then a Cam Click mini and a Cam Click full. So you can actually see there's a slightly different bolt there on these, or maybe you can't, but this one has a smooth bolt on it. This one has like a hex in there, so that's kind of interesting. And then you've got the 2.2 pencil, which I really love this guy in the full Zerk. And then a copper, a brass, and a titanium. These are all the Tie Scribe pencils. And this is my user here in the titanium. That's my user. So I got quite a few that are users for me. This guy's a user. Coming down to the bottom row, we've got a whole bunch more brands here. So this is kind of cool to get to go through a bunch of different brands. Starting over here, we have the Q3D PJ. So Quentin's pen, if you're familiar with Q3D, in the plain Jane here. I have the first 3 ever offered Oz Machine Company Little Johns. So he made one in a Anno Blurple, a satin, just plain, no anodized here, and then a dark washed with a green bolt inside of it. I'm not sure if you can see that on the camera due to the angle, so I'll just bring that out. That was one of those first 3 that was made. So I have the first 3 that he ever made, which were very hard to get. He only made like 5 of these at a time or something when they first started. So there's only 5, like probably 15 maximum, maybe 25 of these made in this first drop. And I actually have 3 of them, which is was definitely difficult, but worked with my connections and got them. This one right here is the first of what was called the V2 version. So he made some changes in how he was machining and finishing things, how he was doing the turn. So that's a V2, the Gen 1 of the V2. And then you've kind of got the modern ones from here. This one on the right, this one's my son's pen. It's a nice little pen, so I gave it to my son. He loves it. But here are a couple of the modern versions. This is the one I carry in my backpack. And then I've got a couple of the Long Johns. I think this was the first Long John made. I think it was the Christmas 2023 Long John. The recent dark, kind of dark finish inside of the Oz here. And the, I don't know what this is called, the satin or whatever. This is one of my desk pens here. And which do I carry? I also carry, I think, this one. So yeah, quite a few from Oz Machine Company. They're not necessarily like my favorite pen ever, but I do love Oz Machine Company for their amazing knives. And so, yeah, I have quite a few of those. Then we come on to Autmog, have some really cool ones here. These are twist action Autmogs, the 2 of the first probably 10 original that he made. Twist action pens. They're super simple. I think he was charging like 30 bucks for these back then. Now to get them, you have to pay quite a bit more, unfortunately. But you know, like maybe 90 or 100 bucks or something I paid for those. Definitely paid too much if you know what they are. They're just like literally a screw top basically. And then you got the Autmog 40 and 36 with the brass mech. And I love this round nose in the PJ. I do prefer his round nose versus the cone nose on the Autmogs. That definitely feels better in hand to me. And then we get from Autmog, these are the Click Pen, I think is the name of that. Click Pen? No, these are the Click Pen. Those are the Autmog Bolt Action or something like that. I can't remember what they're called. This is the Billet Spin Cam Pen. Sorry, those are Click Pen. This is Cam Pen. Too many going on here. The Billet Spin, this is the first one I got, was the PJ. I got that in both the Zerk and the titanium. Really like those. I sent the Zerk back in to have the new mechanism put into it with the Ultim. This has the original mechanism. These 2 are both brand new with the new Ultim mechanism. They're super smooth. Love this cam pen action from Billet Spin, and for 150 bucks for that titanium pen, I feel like that might be the dollar for dollar best quality feeling pen in the market. In terms of what you get for like the heft and the action and everything. That is just a really nice pen for 150 bucks, in my opinion. The Zerk's a little overpriced in my opinion, but it's Zerk, so you gotta pay the piper on that. This is like a dark stone washed version here. The satin, love those 4. And then I have 4 from Confounded Machine. These are some of the hardest to get in the market. This is one of the earlier ones. I can't remember the exact serial number on that, but something in the high 200s, 281 I think it is. And then you've got a bunch in the 300s to 400s here. Got a few of these from lotteries. This one I got from the swap on machine pens from Reddit. So love this small Parker-sized version of it. Really my preference. Love the frag grip, but also really like this PJ grip here as well. Love these Confounded Machines, just some of the best action, some of the nicest pocket clips that are made in pens right now. And then I've got a few from Tactile. I just got these 2 smooth operators in. I honestly don't love the action on those, but love my old, I don't know if they've slipped or whatever. My original, which I upgraded to have a little Zerk, or Timascus rather, clip on it, is pretty smooth. The springs on these are a little too strong. On this stonewashed one over here, which I got recently used, I put a lighter spring in it, and I actually really like the way that feels. The unfortunate thing about these ones is I tried swapping those to lighter springs, and they're so sticky and scratchy that they just don't work. So don't love those. I might just keep one of them and send one of them back or something. Still deciding on these smooth operators, but I do love the finish on it, and then the width is a little thinner. These feel like Sharpies to me, so I really like this diameter on there. So that's the collection update. Quite a bit obviously focuses on smooth precision pens. I've had quite a few other confounded machines. I've sold about half of the ones that I've had over the years. I really like these new ones with the lighter springs, but I do have one of the older ones there as well. You can always swap out the springs, which is cool. I think I actually did swap out the spring on this one if I recall correctly, and it really makes that action super light and smooth. So, you know, in terms of like my favorites right now, smooth precision pens still probably my overall favorite. Confounded Machine is right there. Billet Spin's right there. And then you've got probably the Autmog click pen, and then the Oz, and then the Tactile and Q3D are kind of right there together. So some of my favorite pens I've run across. If there are any others you feel like I should check out, I've heard a lot of people talk about the Grimsmo Saga, the Machine-Wise Rota, and probably like the Koenig. I can't remember the name of that pen, but those are the top three others that I've been wanting to probably get my hands on and check out. So feel free to send one in if you just want me to review it. I could always do that too. Otherwise, I'll get them at my own leisure. All right, hope you enjoyed that today. If you did, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.